believe in yourself and believe that you're somebody.
Vision.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Realize Your Power, where we give you tips, tools, and advice to give you back your power. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm just so excited to talk about this subject, as I am with any subject that we talk about on this podcast. But many of you guys might know what time of the year it is. It's the month of May. And what happens around the month of May? You're like, what's going on? Mother's Day? Oh, May and June. It's something important that happens around this time. And sometimes it's a stepping stone into adulthood. Sometimes it's a stepping stone into a next level. And what I'm talking about is not Father's Day, not Mother's Day, but I'm talking about graduation time. This is the time of year where people who have worked all year long to earn a diploma, to earn a degree, to be able to earn the right to say, I'm no longer in kindergarten, I'm going to first grade. This is the time of year where people are being promoted. And this is the time of year where people are taking their lives to a new level. For those of you who are graduating from college, you're now going to have to get out there in the world and start working and start seeing what you learned in the classroom and actually applying it. So let's get right into it. Now, I remember when I was in school, my major was social work. And as a social work major, they had this saying that always bothered me. And they used to always say, yeah, you got to fake it till you make it. And I used to sit there and I never said it really. I didn't want to say you got to fake it till you make it. I never liked it because I never wanted to fake anything until I made it. I figured, no, one day I'm going to make it. So I don't need to pretend as if I'm making it because I will be there. I don't need to fake it because if I'm faking it, I'm pretending as if I already know the steps to make it. And I don't know the steps. So why would I fake it? Why don't I tell people, hey, I actually don't know what I'm doing, but I'm willing to learn how to do it. So we're actually going to change our vocabulary. So for those of you who are getting ready to graduate, getting ready to move on into the next grade level, I don't want you to fake it till you make it anymore. What I want you to do is I want you to feel it till it's real. That's what I want you. I need you to feel it until it's real. See, when you feel it till it's real, that's you saying, no, I'm believing in myself. I'm going to believe that I can actually complete this task. I can graduate. No, I'm actually going to make it. I feel it until it's real inside of myself. So no more of this whole faking it until you make it thing. I just don't like it. Fake it till you make it. No, we want to feel it until it's real. So you're like, well, how does this relate to me? Well, number one, when I was in school, when I was in my associate's degree at Cuyamaca College, one of the things I used to do was I would actually go to the graduation. I didn't know anyone graduating, but I would just go to the graduation. I would go to the graduation, and when I was at the graduation, I would clap for everybody, but I would sit there as if I was the one walking across the stage. So I would feel it until it was real. Until a few years later, it was my turn to walk across the stage, right? So I would sit there and I would clap for everybody and I would scream. You would think that I knew somebody graduating, but I didn't. I sat there and I said, I'm going to soak in this feeling right here until I know it's real. Because this is the only thing that's going to keep encouraging me to want to stay in school. I couldn't understand why I was taking math classes that I felt I didn't need. I couldn't understand why I was learning about certain subject matters that had nothing to do with my major or what I was going to be doing for the rest of my life. So I said, you know what? Let me sit in here until I felt that it was real for me. So that's what I need you all to do. For those of you who are getting ready to graduate from college or high school and it's not your turn this year, but you will in a few years, maybe next year, I need you to actually go to a graduation. I need you to sit there and I need you to clap as if you know somebody graduating. I need you to clap as if you're walking across that stage. I need you to feel it. I need you to go inside that stadium like, whoo, we about to get this going. I know that's going to be me. Envision yourself walking across that stage. Like, what dance would you do? Because every time I walked across the stage, I did a little dance, celebrated. I had a little saying. I always did something crazy. So what would that look like for you walking across the stage? I want you to really feel that. I want you to sit in that moment. Another thing I used to do when I wasn't graduating, when I went to San Diego State, I couldn't attend the graduation because there's a certain amount of tickets that every graduate would get. And nobody was going to give me tickets to the graduation just because I needed to feel what it felt like, right? So I said, okay, they're not going to cramp my style. They're not going to cramp my tradition. I'ma still be able to feel it until it's real. So what I would do is I would get on the commencement website. That's the graduation website. And what I would do is I would pretend as if I was buying my cap, my gown, my frame for my diploma. I was putting everything in. Everything felt so real until it's time to pay. That's when I realized, okay, no, we're not putting the credit card information in. Nobody's paying. My basket, my cart was stacked with stuff, like thousands of dollars. Like, okay, yeah, I'm getting 100 invitations. I'm inviting this person. Everybody's going to have this announcement. It's going to be decked out. My cap's going to be decked out. My gown's going to be nice. I'm not getting a $100 frame that you could, I want the $600 frame. Matter of fact, give me a class ring. I added all this stuff because I wanted to feel it. I wanted to know that eventually this would become real. So when I would set the stuff in the cart, as I clicked on it, it felt real to me. It felt real all the way up into the paying part. That's what I said, okay, yeah. Now it's not real. But I know what it feels like if I ever were to have to graduate. Like, I know exactly what it's time to do. So by the time it was time for me to graduate, like I already knew what to do. Like I knew the way SDSU, San Diego State University, I knew the way that they ran their graduation. I knew that I was going to have to hustle for more than the 7 tickets that they allowed me to have because I had a lot of people in my family. And if some people didn't come and other people came, that was going to start a World War III in my family. And I was like, oh, no, I don't want that happening. So I know the way my family was. So I had to hustle up tickets and everything. But I knew that I was going to have to do that because I was going to continue to feel it until it's real. And at that moment, it was real. So I hustled up the tickets, got more tickets than what I needed. And when it was time to pay for everything, I already knew the process. Like I knew that I had to go to grad night. I knew that they gave us free stuff on grad night. I knew that they let us decorate our caps on grad night. I knew all this stuff already. So I was an expert. So all my friends are running around like, oh my God, I don't know where to go for anything. I'm like, oh, you go right there to that student store over there in this area right here. They're like, how do you know this? Because I wanted to feel it. So these last few years after finals, when y'all was tired, I went back. And I was walking through the big bookstore like, hey, all right, cool. This is what I need. That's what I need. I was pretending to buy gifts for myself and everything. So when it was my turn, I already knew what I needed to do. And the reason why you want to feel it until it's real and not fake it till you make it is because we live in a day and age where everybody's faking it. I mean, on social media, they're taking pictures in other people's houses and they're like, just chilling at the crib. And really, it's not their crib. They had to do some type of nonprofit engagement there, or they had to raise money at someone's house and they didn't went in the bathroom pretending as if it's their bathroom and stuff. And you don't know. People are really faking it. Like, I'm just faking it till I make it. I'm going to take. No, that's false advertising. And then that's teaching yourself that it's okay to lie to yourself. It's okay to make it seem as if you have more than what you do. That's not cool. We not faking it. We need to feel it until it's real. Now, it's different if you went to that same fundraiser through that nonprofit and you sat in that house and you said, you know what? One day I'm going to have this. I'm going to sit here in this moment, in this particular spot for the next 5 minutes because I'm about to feel it until it's real. That's different than you taking a picture, posting it on Instagram and saying, hey, everyone, look at my house. On Snapchat, taking pictures in different areas. They don't even know that that's one of the donors' house. Like, that's not cool at all. So to wrap this one up, we're going to not fake it till we make it. We're going to feel it till it's real. Another thing I want you guys to do, the tool that I really want you to use, I want you to use your computer screen and actually, or on your phone or your tablet, whatever instrument that you have that works best for you. I want you to go on there and I want you to just sit there and pretend as if you're going to buy these things. It's not faking it. You're doing this because you need to know what it's going to feel like. Like what does it feel like to actually buy stuff for graduation? Or even my parents. What about this? What if you were buying stuff for your kids who are graduating? I have a son who's getting ready to move on from kindergarten to first grade. I have a daughter moving on from first grade to second grade. And one of the things I like to do for them is celebrate them in their next milestone. And so I try to take them to not only other people graduation, 5th grade graduation, middle school graduation, because I want them to feel like if I work hard enough, that'll be me one day. Like I gotta work hard in kindergarten so I can make it to first grade. I gotta work hard in first grade so I can make it to second grade. And then I like them to see other people opening up their graduation gifts, because a lot of times, y'all know the way we do. Graduation come around, what do? We get cards. First thing we do is we shake them. And for those of you who are like me, you pretend to read it. You say, "Oh my God, thank you. This is so money." Up there it is right there. And then you just, "Oh, thank you so much." I actually do keep my cards. So for those of you who are listening that actually know me and you guys have given me cards, I do keep my cards. I have boxes full of cards that people have given me. But of course we all shake the card. I like my kids to see that. People get rewarded for graduating. People get rewarded for moving on in life. They get promoted. Like at a real job, you would be promoted. You know, as an entrepreneur, your business, your company, it goes to a new level when you actually feel how real it's going to be. So I want you to go on that computer and, act as if you're getting ready to graduate. We're not faking it. We're feeling it, okay? And the last piece of advice I need you to do is, in order to feel anything, you really got to believe it. Like you have to truly say, this is going to be me one day. When I sat in that audience and was watching people walk across the stage, I was like, that's going to be me. That's going to be me one day. It may not happen right now, maybe not next year or the year after, but it's going to be me. And I need you to really believe that feeling that you have. I need you to believe it so much that other people around you, they don't have a choice but to believe that feeling that you have. So I thank you for joining me for another episode of Realize Your Power. I hope you're enjoying this podcast as much as I'm enjoying giving you the information that once was given to me. Thank you so much. Make sure you check out the website, SadeBurrell.com. If you can, buy a book or do something, just to make sure that you are taken care of, because we want you to feel it, right? So we try to make sure that we get you information that's going to feed your spirit, feed you inside and outside, and make sure that you are ready to go, not only for the day, but we're trying to give you principles and nuggets in life that's going to help you for the rest of your life. So please, don't fake it till you make it. Feel it till it's real. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Realize Your Power. You can check us out on SadeBurrell.com. You can also email us. Please get in contact with us. We appreciate hearing from you all. It's a great, 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 great time of the year for us to celebrate other people. So if you know someone graduating, call them up. Tell them congratulations. I'm very proud of you. I don't care if they're going from preschool or whether it's college. I want you to call them up, say congratulations. I also want you to know it's going to be me in a few years, because I know what it's like as a person for you to be the one receiving the degrees and not being able to attend other people's graduation and your family, your friends, etc. So make sure you tune into the next episode of Realize Your Powers. We appreciate your support, love. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening to another episode of Realize Your Power, where we give you tips, tools, and advice to give you back your power.